Hello, it's me, the Arty Axolotl. I hope you're having a wonderful day. So today we're doing a watercolor painting. I don't know, it's just kind of like a girl in space, kind of. It doesn't really have to be space, but I'm kind of obsessed with drawing space-themed things. So, yeah, it is space. So I have no idea what I'm talking about. um, I think my watercolor skills and techniques are getting quite a lot better, to be honest. So I'm pretty happy with the way this turned out. I do add a lot of weird little details, but I think I'll get into that later. And yeah, but I'm really super happy. Like, I do pretty much like the way it turned out. Like, I wish there were some things I didn't add, but, I feel like that's what art is, because it's like, oh man, I wish I did that. That's kind of like what life is. It's like, oh, I wish I said that. I wish I did that. But, you can't really undo stuff unless it's digital art. So, there you go. Yeah, but I do think this piece turned out pretty cute. So I'm trying out a longer video format. Let me know if that's something you're interested in. Like, that's something you like. I don't know, watching this video, watching it like really fast when it would be like 8 or 10 minutes is a little weird, so I decided for like 18-20 minutes. I don't know, maybe I'm gonna fix that. I'm not sure, but so anyway, that's that. So I did add a galaxy-like background, but the initial footage of me painting kind of threw itself out of the window because my phone doesn't like to record things, because that's poopy, but it's fine. So yeah, I'm gonna turn on some music for a little while, then I'll come back. So with this piece, I did a lot of layering and going over things as things dried, because I didn't want to go too opaque with any of the colors, because watercolor is kind of a transparent media. I don't know, because water's in the name, whatever. So I did do a lot of going over. But I did do a lot of doing light layers and then going on top of that so I could see the sketch that I had under it, because I made that super light so the graphite wouldn't smudge. So yeah, anyway. But I did go over some things in like a really watered down version of my white watercolor so I could make it a little lighter and less overbearing. Like I mentioned before, I was just working on some layering, the colors that I was working on, so that's kind of what this is. And like I mentioned before as well, I added like a really translucent white over the background. I think I do it in that last clip, so that's what I did, and I think it looks a little bit better, and it makes the character pop a little bit. So for the character, I tried to use warmer colors for her so she'd stand out, because I tried to use like cooler colors for the background, but I did end up adding that pink, and that's kind of a warm color. But I do think since this character and like the hair and her skin, I made sure they were a bit warmer, especially with the little rosy cheeks that I add. It helps it pop out. And the blue is obviously a cooler color, like her shirt is obviously a cooler color, but I still think it pops because it's a little bit more opaque and it's more of a solid color and not blended in with other darker colors. And so I just like the way it pops, and I think I'm finally understanding color just a little bit more. So yeah. So then I start going in with a colored pencil to add some of the line art on the face, and you're going to see that in a few seconds. My friend M Draws recommended this to me, and I thought that was such a great idea. I'll link her YouTube and her Instagram down below. She is incredibly talented, and you should, if you haven't already, you need to go check her out. She's amazing. Like, oh my goodness, it's crazy how talented she is. So I asked her, and I was like, hey, like, what color do you recommend? but she said like a sepia, a brown, so that's what I did. Because with my watercolor pieces, I usually just do it with graphite or even a Micron pen or just an ink pen. But this time I decided to go with just a normal, like brown, like a colored pencil. I've seen a lot of people do this, but I haven't tried it myself. And I'm glad I did because I think it turned out pretty good. So to be honest, I went a little crazy with different details around the character. So I bought a white Posca pen so I could do a thick border around her so she'd pop even more. And then I just kind of went crazy with white highlights and sparkly things. This is what I call the too much gene, and it very much showed through in this piece. And I decided to do like a gold trim around because I think I made like too much of a white border because I also used like straight up acrylic paint that wasn't in my Posca pen. So yeah, so that's the too much gene for you. I did go crazy. I did like it a little before I went all crazy, but I still really enjoyed drawing this, and I hope you guys like it too. Yeah. I feel like watercolor speed paints are always the best to like look back on because they're just nice to watch, especially when they're not mine and I'm like, wow. But like sometimes I look at mine and I'm like, it looks like I actually know what I'm doing, but I don't, so there you go. So let me know if you like this longer type of video, and I hope you guys have an amazing week. Make sure to subscribe. I do my best to upload every single week on Mondays, so make sure to subscribe and like this video and ring the bell so you can get a notification the next time I upload. Thanks for watching. Bye guys!